To make the front end look better, what we're going to do is create two horizontal pieces, one for the create and one for the roll, so that they're stacked left to right for each other. So we're going to add a div and move everything that we want on the left side into it. Tab this all in. And then basically do the same thing with the stuff we want on the right side. And then we're going to add a class to these for styling. We could use IDs, but we're going to do class, call it container. Container hyphen left. And we're going to do the same thing on this other one, container hyphen right. So over here we're going to have container left, and we're going to say width is 50%. And do this for right as well. And then we're going to say float left and float right. Let's see what happens when we run that. So now we're getting this left and right thing. What we're going to do on the right side, so one thing that I'm finding annoying all of a sudden is I've got a lot of duplicate stuff in between both of them. So what I'm going to do is actually change this hyphen into a space. So I have two classes that I'm dealing with, so container left and container right, and then I'm going to do just dot container here and move this width 50% up into it. So now if it's dot container, it's going to do stuff specifically for both of them. Sorry, not specifically. It's going to do stuff for both of them, but if it's a dot left or dot right, it'll do things differently for those. So the container, we're also going to give it some padding. So remember, padding is the internal padding, not the padding. So this is padding, squishing the stuff on the inside, whereas the padding for, the margin would make it smaller on the outside so that it's further away from things on the outside. So I want to squish stuff on the inside, so I'm going to use the padding, and I'm going to say that I want 15 pixels all the way around. So this is going to be top, right, bottom, and left, or top, left, bottom, right. I can never remember which order it's in, but if we run this, it should squish things in a little bit. But that's interesting. It's now popping over, and that's because my width is 50%, and I've just taken off some of it. So let's say 30%. See how that looks. There we go. Not really ideal to be using percents and pixels there. I wonder if we can do this. Do 5% and then do 40%. Interesting. So it's reading the padding as a 5%. If we inspect this, we'll see that. We see that they've got those, that green is the padding around them, or inside of them. So that's cool. One thing we're going to do is the one on the right, we're going to add a border to the left side only. That's 1 pixel solid and it's light gray. So if we run that, we get a line down it, but then we're also getting this weird break happening. So let's see if we can inspect it and identify what's going on there. Let's pull this up. Oh, geez. Let's pull this up a bit so we can see a bit better. So the problem is that pixel of 1 is adding just a tiny bit. So we're going to tell their width to be 39%. And that should fix it for us. Yep. Cool. And so now the longer that the one on the right gets, the longer this division will get. So I see we have some inconsistencies with our design though. We have this HR, which we don't have over here. Sorry, which we don't have over here. So let's add that. And so now we've got some better consistent design. I mean, we didn't do a lot there, but it looks a little bit neater. So let's say heads, add that, and do tails and add that. So we're seeing the sides of dice get created, and if we roll it, we see the results there. Cool. So that's it for now. Good luck coding and hope things work out for you.